Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to Vividisha. I am Bhojaraja T. In the previous video, we saw that Panchanga has 5 important limbs: Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga and Karana. And among all these, perhaps the easiest one to observe directly from the sky is Tithi. But what exactly is a Tithi? It is often translated simply as a lunar day. But in reality, it is something far more fascinating. Tithi is not based on merely on the moon alone. It is based upon the relative motion of the sun and the moon. Let us understand this carefully. Both the sun and the moon are continuously moving, but they do not move at the same speed. The moon moves faster, and because of this, the moon gradually moves ahead of sun. Now imagine a moment when both the sun and the moon are almost aligned in the same direction in the sky. This is what we call Amavasya, the new moon day. From this point onward, the moon slowly begins to move ahead, and the time taken by the moon to gain exactly 12 degrees ahead of the sun, that is called one Tithi. So, in simple terms, a Tithi is the duration during which the moon leads the sun by 12 degrees. Now, naturally a question arises. Will every Tithi have equal duration? No, because both the sun and the moon do not move with perfectly uniform speed. Sometimes they move faster, sometimes slower, and since Tithi depends upon the difference between their motions, the duration of a Tithi also changes. Sometimes a Tithi may be shorter than a day, sometimes it may become longer than a day. And in certain cases, a Tithi can even touch 3 different civil days. For example, it may begin before one sunrise, continue through the entire day, and end only after the next sunrise. This is technically called Tryahaspruk, that which touches 3 days. And this is why calculating Tithi is not a very simple matter. Astronomically, it depends upon how quickly the moon is moving relative to the sun. If the difference in their speeds becomes smaller, the Tithi becomes longer. If the difference becomes greater, the Tithi becomes shorter. And this makes Tithi a remarkable, sophisticated astronomical unit of time. But at the same time, it's also deeply connected to the daily life. Many important observances depend upon Tithi. Ekādaśī Vrata, Shashti Vrata, festivals, rituals, and traditional observances all depend upon occurrence of particular Tithi. And perhaps one of the most beautiful aspects of the Indian calendrical tradition is this: Tithi is not merely a mathematical abstraction, it can actually be observed from the sky itself. By carefully observing the visible face of the moon, its size, shape, and brightness, one can approximately understand the Tithi. This is one of the unique feature of the Indian calendrical system. Many other ancient calendrical traditions did not possess such a unit. Now, another interesting question arises: how many Tithis make one lunar month? The answer is 30. A lunar month is naturally measured from one Amavasya to the next. During this complete cycle, the moon moves 360 degrees ahead relative to the sun. And since one Tithi corresponds to 12 degrees, 360 divided by 12 is equal to 30. There are 30 Tithis in one lunar month. These 30 Tithis are divided into 2 halves: Shukla Paksha, the bright fortnight, during which the moon gradually waxes and becomes brighter, and Krishna Paksha, the dark fortnight, during which the visible face of the moon gradually decreases. So, ultimately, Tithi is a unit of time based upon the relative motion of the sun and the moon. And through this simple concept, we begin to see how deeply astronomy, observation, mathematics, and daily life were interconnected in the Indian knowledge tradition. If you wish to explore such profound insight from Sanskrit wisdom and traditional astronomy, stay with Vividisha.